devices on. Tune into the trendiest team in town. Bringing you music, great guests, hot topics, and lifestyle views that's going on now. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show, O Show. It's the Miss O Show. We're about to get this poppin' now. O Show.
Low toning it. Everybody low toning it right now.
When the liquor kicking in, you're like,
That's right. That's right.
Hi guys.
We back.
I done been through 2 hair colors. I ain't seen y'all in 2 hair colors. Jesus.
Oh my God.
You are correct, because it's definitely different right now.
It is.
Definitely
But I'm
different right
loving
now.
it though.
Show enough,
I'm
show
loving
enough.
it. If anyone could pull it off, it is definitely you.
Facts,
It is
facts.
definitely you. I missed the hell out of you guys.
I know.
The beginning of this whole show is gonna be us just admiring each other, like, oh God,
Oh
I
my
missed
God,
you.
you're here.
I miss you so much. I'm gonna just stare at you. I just want to stare at you. I know Nina probably has seen me staring at her. I'm like, oh my God, I just miss her.
See, it's been like, what, a week and a half?
Since what?
Oh, for y'all.
Since I saw you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
y'all hang out without me.
No,
Yes, we
that's
know.
absolute. That's
Go ahead and tell
Them
yourselves.
schedules,
Go
man.
ahead and tell yourselves
Them
to
schedules
listen.
right
That's
there.
an absolute lie.
Them
Is it though?
schedules. Yes,
It is.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
is.
You just said
It
it's a
is.
week and a half. How long has it been? For 2 months?
Because you
What?
can't. Because you can't
It's
hang.
numbers. It's numbers.
Where-
You
where's-
can't hang.
Where's your itinerary? See, we don't have an itinerary.
We
You have a
don't.
whole
Y'all have-
itinerary.
We don't.
Since you wanna talk.
And she's too busy to hang with us. I mean,
That is
totally.
not true.
Exactly.
It is.
That is not
That's
true.
all
We
it
got to
is.
get on her calendar to be able to hang with
you know
her.
What I'm saying?
You know.
Got to get on the itinerary.
I'm a budding entrepreneur.
Welcome everyone. It is the Miss O Show. It's Swangin Nne-Nna.
We back, yo.
We are back. We missed you guys so very much. Thank you for yes.
Right.
All of the new listeners, thank you for tuning in, and all of you guys that came back and are excited about our season premiere.
That's
We
right.
thank you. We took a little break, you know.
Yeah, everybody need a little break from
We
time
can
to
do
time,
that.
right?
We can
You
do
know?
that because I'm telling you, between the jobs and parenting
Right.
and life in itself,
Adulting,
Exactly.
period.
Adulting.
everything.
Man, it's
Ghetto-ness.
crazy out here. It's crazy out here. But
Yes.
we back. We're a real live show.
Yes,
we
we are.
have seasons.
We
so
do.
sometimes y'all gonna have to take a little break,
Right.
catch the reruns.
Exactly.
I mean, I
But
know
trust
y'all
me,
gonna
we
be
here.
upset. You know, I know y'all miss us and everything, but like Swangin said, you know, it's a real live show. So you know, your favorite shows, they have their season
That's
breaks
right.
and stuff, and then they
No
come
doubt.
back, and you're super excited because they always come back with some new, great, exciting stuff. Because let me tell you something. I want to let you guys know something before we even get into this night. I have some great news to drop to our listeners. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting the night off with some bomb ass news for our listeners.
I'm here
There
for
we
it.
go.
So prior to our season, when we took our season break, we were on every other Monday. But guess what? Now we gonna be on every Monday
Y'all ain't gonna
See
get
us
no
live
break.
and in person every week. Not every week. You know, we go to the last one. Remember?
They ain't gonna know that though.
Oh, okay.
See, we got some suspense going on right now. Some good suspense
My bad.
going
Let
on.
me be quiet.
You know?
Let me sit over here and look over my notes.
Yes, indeed.
As far as they know, we here every Monday.
I'm here
That's right. That's right.
So we're going to be giving you guys some new content. Y'all don't have to wait every other week. We're going to give you guys new content. We have great interviews, super dope topics that we're going to be talking about. And we just going to have a good time.
I can't wait.
I wanted to make sure that we start our show off and we give a shout out to Gary Simpson and DJ E Boogie for the opening video that you guys saw when the Miss O Show came on. Shout out to them for that. As well as DJ E Boogie. He actually produced the song. And he does the music for the show. So shout out to them. Make sure you follow them at DJ E Boogie and at Snap That Visual. As we always like to start our show off with a show affirmation because we always want to make sure we start the show off with some good juju. Okay?
Right.
So without further ado, Nana, what you got for us tonight, darling?
All right, we're going to keep it short and sweet, as we should, for this affirmation. Today, your affirmation is: you cannot win the game until you play.
Oh,
Simple.
You have to play to win.
That's right.
If you don't play, you are eradicating the possibility of
of
winning.
even winning.
All day long. That's a
It's
solid
simple.
joint
It's
right there.
simple, but it makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't even get a chance to even win because they don't even want to play.
Absolutely.
Right. This is why I haven't won the lottery yet.
Me either.
This is why I haven't won the lottery
I'm too
Me
skeptical.
either. Oh my God, me
skeptical.
either. I swear on life. I think I played the lottery maybe 2 times. And then the crazy part is I played the damn lottery and then check the numbers.
Well, see,
I could be a millionaire right now, okay?
you playing, but you don't care.
Oh,
You
you
win or
big
lose.
tripping. I was like, we can't relate to that one. I don't know.
I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of forgot. I'm like, I
Lord,
I played the numbers.
How
and
you
then-
forget?
Right, you just toss the
That's
money
not
out the window.
laundry.
No, that's horrible. It's horrible. That is just not my
Next
thing.
time you want to toss the money out the window, let
Give
me
it to you.
Look,
Give it
like,
to
give
you.
it to me.
Give it to
be
you.
right there at the bottom.
And she
I
be gonna forget the
know.
numbers. Like, yeah, you lost.
I know.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be lobster in my ramen noodles. Mind your business.
I'd be like, well, it's kind of mine. I did kind of give it to you.
Right.
So I do think that, I should get, a little something.
If you say so, but I'm
It would be a nice
didn't care
thank
too
you.
much.
It would be a nice thank you.
Oh, God.
Because to you, I want $5.
Right, because I paid for it.
That's
Right.
right.
Well, anyway, like I said, guys, this is Miss O Show. I am Miss O.
Yes. I am Nana Carr.
Boy, swinging all day, man.
Yes, and again, as I said, for everyone
I need a
that's
nickname.
just tuning in, because of course, we love new listeners. We love our faithful
Listeners, that's
listeners,
right.
but we also love and we encourage everyone to tune in. So thank you for tuning in. We want to talk about what we normally talk about our weekends, but we've had so many.
Yeah.
How was your last 46 days?
Right, like how the hell was your last few months? Like, jeez. And the thing is that is actually a part of our topic tonight. So, maybe we can do what y'all want to do, like a quick recap, or
I mean, we can
I
say
do a
it,
quick
or
one.
we can
I
say
do a
it. It's
quick
up
one.
to you.
I had some ups, I had some downs, I had some
Here we go.
middle grounds, you know what I'm saying? I had some
Okay, now
fun.
let's answer the question.
I did some things. I'll get into more detail.
you did
in a
some
few.
things, had
But
some
yeah,
fun. Did some...
yeah.
Okay. I think
Definitely nice.
yeah, that sounds about like mine too. And I'll get more into detail later on in the show. How about you, Nana? Did you have some fun, do some things, and all that stuff?
I
too?
worked, did some things, parented, adulted, traveled, graduated.
Oh,
Yes.
congrats,
And see, this is what I'm talking about.
congrats.
This is when it's so hard because when we've had so long, so many things have happened that typically that following Monday we would talk about. And now
Yeah.
I'm just
Right.
like, we're going to have to remember what we did and so we can
Yeah.
talk about
We
it.
legit
'cause
missed all of Leo
everything.
season. Did
We
you realize
did.
that?
We did. And it's
Isn't that tragic?
Yes. Yes.
I had a crown picked
I
out.
truly feel like
I was about to come in here. My little diamond had rose petals. She's so pretty to me. Y'all dodged a bullet. And I ain't gonna say y'all, you, because she wouldn't
Hey, I
have
wasn't
mind.
gonna dodge
Because I
no
would have done it for
bullet.
her.
I told y'all before it
Swangin.
started that it would be all under control. And look at God.
See, that's ridiculous.
Look at God
Because you
right
do know
there.
we would have turned all them shows off the entire month. Every show
Yes.
would have been about us. But it's
lucked
okay
out.
because
That's
it's
right.
always Leo season. So don't get too excited, all right? Because we can still celebrate Leo
Absolutely.
season.
Right,
We don't
right.
care whose season it is. It's always ours.
That's right. How
about you?
But bye-bye to the Leo. Bye-bye to the little kitty cats purring and drinking milk out the bowl.
Whatever. Anyway.
Ain't nobody standing there.
Anyway, what's the
and
next?
shit.
What's the next?
So tonight's show, of course, we're going to be our topic. We have a topic for tonight, and tonight we're going to be talking about what we did this summer, kind of like a summer recap, things that we may have accomplished, what we think the fall may bring. You never know. And then we also want to talk about what we are leaving, what we want to leave in 2021, and we don't want to take that shit to 2022. We just want to leave it there. We're going to be dropping a couple of new tracks from my boy Kaneda. He has some new tracks. Oh yeah, and these are some fires, and we got the exclusive. Okay, so he gave us the exclusive on those tracks. So we're gonna play those during our breaks. And we brought back, of course, our segment. We have Trapspirations. We got the OMG report, and I do think we got some swangin' shenanigans tonight.
It might pop off. It might pop off.
Look, I'm about to say emphasis on the shenanigans. We already got brief.
Definitely will be emphasis on the shenanigans.
It's definitely. And so, I mean, of course, we always love for you guys to call in. So if you want to give us a call in and you want to talk about anything that you got going on, 301-232-5700. Chime in on Facebook. We always read the comments. We always try to, get you guys involved in the conversation. And look, we just going to have a really good time tonight. So nice. Our format tonight is chill. Because we just wanted to just come on and celebrate the show and come back and have some fun. So grab your drink, okay? Grab your drink.
Girls.
Grab your drink.
You hear that?
He said he missed us.
I miss y'all.
Look at that. Oh, I hope we supposed to toast them with a whole thermal.
So grab your drinks and put the kids. I was going to say grab your kids.
Grab your kids and put them to bed.
That's what I was about to say. Grab your kids, put them away, okay? Because they might not want to hear the rest of the stuff that's happening. And listen, get ready to have a good time because we are about to turn the hell up. We're going to take a quick break. And during this break, you're going to hear the first Canada track. And when we come back, we're going to get into Trapspirations. Miss O Show.
Oh, he missed that joint.
Hey, what's going on? This is Melanie Fiona, straight from Canada, all the way to the illest MC in the VA area. That's right, my boy Canada. Be sure to check him out. He's dope. Melanie Fiona says so. Check him out.
I'm dope. She says.
Another 24, put numbers on the board. They think I'm flexing, but don't know the pain that I endured. It made me want it more. My jealousy's been cured. You think you know me, but you never seen my face before. Directed big dreams, hustle to get cream. Say what you want, my skin is thick, it never bothered me. I like the finer things, knots and designer jeans. Paid for my Porsche, been through my course from nigga to a king. Haters can move stones, but never move mountains. I'm organized, I learned a lot from housing in the houses. Started from a bag of shit, off on my cousin ounces. Now I live a life I never knew I lived without him. I see you in my dreams, I still go rep the team. I keep the whip fresh, see you with your angel wings. Everywhere I go, make sure you follow me. Protect my soul and watch out for my enemies. All a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flipping stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. Yeah. All a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flipping stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. And yeah, I'm always on the grind, been like this all the time. It's hard to sleep when I got money always on my mind. I can't wait till I can sit back and unwind. Until the day I tell my friends and fam I'm doing fine. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of discipline. Just gotta be patient. When was the last time you checked up on me? You'll never get a checkup on me. I'm out in South Beach, in the house of hits, making hits. Calamari laying over shrimp, I'm on it. This for the people that pushed me off the shelf. I'm glad I never really needed help. Made my own way, lost and got it back the same day. Clean cut, barber calling Bobby Flay. Rep the East Coast, illest nigga out of VA. Enhance the hustle with my bro from BK. Yeah, all a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flipping stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. Yeah, all a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flipping stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. Yeah.
Canada new mixtape. Private beaches and fast cars. Broads taking they bras off. Stars in the soft loft. Catch us, can't blow, Sonny Chiba get you swayed.
All a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flip the stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. Yeah, all a hustler do is stay fresh. All a hustler do is say yes. We get it back on the grind, flip the stacks. If you gon' hustle, hustle to death. Yeah.
It's DC's best kept secret, the infamous DJ E Boogie.
Miami like the city girls, yeah. Shawty twerking like the city girls, yeah. Man, it's something by the city girl. They be whip you whip, told you like the city girl. Big, that's a real ticket. And she ain't scared to bust it down for a real.
You're not doing it big if it's not with DJ E Boogie.
That's a meal ticket. Big, that's a meal ticket. Big, that's a meal ticket. And she ain't scared to bust it down. Just like Maggie, she don't rich, tap it. She don't broke. I'm telling, in Miami, we wild, baby. College, and she twerking like Miami. I'm a pair for college. Hit it like a pinata, what's it? Pina colada. Gotta act like Malaya in the audience. Inspired, cause she a city girl, a real city girl. She can't go that back and shut it. Really is irrelevant. Miami like the city girls, yeah. Shawty twerking like the city girls, yeah. Man, it's something by the city girl. They be with you.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome
I don't know
back.
why that's my shit.
I don't know,
right
because
there.
it is.
That's my shit right there.
Every time we come back.
Welcome back.
Shout out to Kaneda for that track right there. That's some good stuff.
Big up.
We also have another one of his later on this evening that we're going to be playing for him. And also shout out to DJ E Boogie for that E Boogie mix that we played right after Kaneda. Without further ado, we're going to go into our first segment of the night, which is Trapspiration. Trapspiration.
There we go.
Life hacks from your favorite ratchet life.
There you go.
My voice is kind of hoarse for Friday still. Lord help me, Jesus. So we're going to skip that part. But hey, how y'all doing? Miss you guys. I am here ready to drop some more ratchet gems into your life. And for those that are just tuning in, Trapspiration is basically easy life hacks. I simplify life to help you understand how to navigate it better, more efficiently, and to just essentially stop giving a fuck about stuff that doesn't matter.
Yes, that part.
There's that. So
that part.
Today we are going to break down something that we know so very well, okay? So the title of today's life hack is It's Just Not That Damn Serious.
I like it already.
I do too. She ain't even got to say much else.
And
I'm
I'm going to start this by saying this is, again, like all life hacks, this is something that I truly live by, and it really helps me stop being so hard on myself. And I want to add, because I'm fully transparent, those who knows me, they know I'm transparent. This is something that I had to tell myself and remind myself today, all right? So today, as like 8 a.m. this morning, I had to go through this. The reason why this is here today is because I had to remind myself today. Okay?
Right.
So we're going to start it off. I first need to hear from you guys. I have a question. I'm flipping it out just there.
Oh, Lord.
That's right.
All right. So I'm going to ask you a question, and you both get the chance to answer. What is time?
Huh?
What is time?
Something that I need more of.
But what do you believe it to be? If you had to define time, if you had to, let's say that an alien came in from another planet and they came and asked you, "What is time?" I keep hearing about this time thing. What is it? What would you say?
I'd say it's something that we kind of live by that helps us to stay on track, or that that's a really good, like something that we helps us to live by and be able to move through the day knowing that we're at this particular moment of our lives and of the dam. Yeah. What about you? What you got? Because
to me, time is a restriction. You know what I'm saying? Because you live.
I know, because I'm like, he trying to show me out, yo. Why he trying to show me out? I mean, he trying to get all deep and shit. He trying to show me out,
You know what I'm saying? You know, we back now, guys.
I'm over here stuttering and he trying to show me out.
Do you? Because you might be a good caveat into the conversation.
So,
Go ahead.
Grab the mic.
Time is a restraint. It's a restraint because we live by it.
Yes.
For whatever reason, we put everything that we do on time.
Yes.
And we really don't even have control over it for real.
Exactly.
True story.
All right. So, for those that don't know.
Mine was better, though. Something that I need more of.
Right. Yes. That was the best answer ever.
Keep that thought. Listeners, you heard that? You heard that?
Oh, wait. Can I tell you what Samantha Allen said?
Yeah, sure.
Samantha Allen said it's a measurement of movements.
I like that.
There you go. That's a good one.
Shout out to
All
Sam.
right. But time is an illusion. Time is an illusion that we experience psychologically, but fundamentally, it's not real.
Right.
Okay? In other words, we made it up. It doesn't actually exist, right? Time is shaped by cultural beliefs, and as you know, with all cultural beliefs, it shifts based on where you are.
Right.
So I could be in China, and how we define life and milestones and everything that we think is important at a certain age is going to differ than how we think here.
Right.
Well known fact, right?
True.
So that also means that we choose what we want to believe. Because if I'm in China, I'm choosing to believe the Chinese definition of time. If I'm in America, I choose to believe the American definition of time, right? And so due to the fact that we choose what we want to believe, that also means that we can decide differently.
Not to believe it
on what we want to believe.
It's a
Yes.
choice.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can agree with that, yes?
All day long.
Yes,
All
I
right,
agree
cool.
with that. Yes, I agree.
So essentially, due to time being a made-up thing, and it's a made-up system, because basically someone got up one day and decided that time was a thing, and we all were like, okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's impossible, essentially, to run out of time because time is infinite. When we die, time doesn't stop. But energy is not infinite. Energy, when we run out of energy, we die.
Okay. I see where you're going.
All right?
Okay.
So time continues after we die, but why do we value time over our energy?
I knew you was going there.
I know.
Because we always get so caught up in time and where I gotta be, where I gotta go. This is how old I am. This is what I need to be doing, right?
Yeah,
we
this
always
is true.
think that, you know, we have to be doing something at a certain time, whether it's year, whether it's month, whether it's day, whether it's minute, whether it's second.
That's true.
We have our lives down to the second, almost in some cases, I know me.
Right.
You know, where we feel like we should have something being done or something being thought of at a certain time. Right? And sometimes we hate ourselves for not having certain accomplishments by a certain age. You hear it all the time. Oh, I don't have a kid by this certain age. I'm not married by this certain age. I should have this career. I should have these accomplishments. And we feel like our years are wasted because we did not achieve things at a certain age.
Time, that's true.
But again, time is imaginary, right? And then we feel like we are failing in life, and we feel like we are a waste in some sense, and we sometimes feel like we are a failure because we didn't achieve something at a certain time.
Right.
Facts.
And then we jam-pack our lives at that point. So once we get in recovery mode, we start jam-packing our lives and saying, okay, you know what? It's cool. You know, it didn't happen, but I got to get it done by this day. And we set our goals by time, which is fine. But you have to really learn what time is and how much it essentially does not matter, okay? Because sometimes we feel like we are failing in life because we haven't done certain things for a made-up system with made-up numbers, right? In addition to that, right, we not only do that to ourselves subconsciously, we intentionally pass down those same ideas to our kids.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted, yes.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
true.
Okay. And why do we do it? Because someone in our lives that we trust told us that is the way that things are. And we said, okay. And we believed it and we internalized it.
But can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
So if we go by what you're saying, which I totally agree with you, how do you think that would change how people perceives goals and like setting goals? If a person felt like, okay, well, you know what, I'm not even tripping about getting a job, I'm not tripping about going to college, I'm not tripping about any of these things because I have all my life to go to college and I have all my life to become whatever I want to become, you know what I mean? Because they're like, there's no time. Do you feel like that can actually make people to where they're like, they don't necessarily set goals for themselves or even try to really reach them at some point? Let me
ask you, I'm going to play devil's advocate to your devil's advocate. If I get a degree at 18 or if I get a degree at 43, is it any less of a degree?
It's not a less of a degree. However, in the same token, if you get a degree at, say you don't get any degree at all, until you're, what was the age you said, the older age?
43.
Say you don't get a degree at all until you're 43. And say up until 43, you might be working at McDonald's. You might be working at X, Y, and Z.
What if they're happy working at McDonald's?
Right. That's the energy. That's the energy.
What if they're happy working? There are some people.
I'm sorry, Sudan. Thank you, Sudan. I mean, like, I thought I was like, listen.
No, but there's something. For instance, there is a guy that I know at 7-Eleven right now, and he loves working at 7-Eleven, and he is essentially happy working at 7-Eleven. If you really think about me as a person, I got a whole degree and didn't give a damn about it, and I could have actually went through my life with no degree because higher education means absolutely nothing.
Right, but that's one aspect. Higher education. I'm talking about all goals. I'm talking about all goals.
Yeah, but I think if you're not worried about time, if you're not worried about like goals, you have goals.
Right.
But there are a lot of people on this earth that sits up here and waste like on purpose, like 15, 20 years of their life, but they know that they can get it if they choose to get it though.
But the thing is, even if you say waste, what defining factor says that you are wasting your life? Wrong choice of words. Because even if you talk about time, if you break down time and you think about societal standards, it's the same thing. Someone that you don't know set that standard, and we are killing ourselves and feeling bad on ourselves and downing the progress that we have made in life based on an ideology from somebody that is dead that we've never met.
I totally agree.
Right?
I totally agree.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I knew you want to finish up, but just to chime into what the Facebook it says. So, Noni Love says, well, let's see. So Samantha says, focused energy creates ambition.
Absolutely.
And then Noni said, like wasted time or based on time, it has to be done by this time, meaning like what you're saying, goals.
And people feel like they have to enable down themselves if things are not done by a certain time.
And Samantha said, we can't control our time, but we have complete control of our energy.
There we go.
Said, yeah.
Boom. Look at her. She was on it. Okay. Yes. So again, a person you trust told you to believe in an idea determined by a dead person that we can't even name. And as a result, we stress ourselves to meet an expectation that we didn't even set ourselves.
That's right.
So yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. Okay.
But what, like, so someone told you to do this in a certain time, but your energy kind of defines you. Instead of following the path that your parents told you, your aunties and uncles told you, you just said, you know what, I'm gonna live my life this way. That's their energy.
Because you all know that due to my African ass name, I came from an African background.
Right.
And my father loathes the way I live life because he has a certain ideology of how he thinks that life should go. And that's perfectly fine. But that has nothing to do with me. Right. But I had to make a choice to say that has nothing to do with me. I'm going to define life for what it means to me.
So bringing back to your original message, because you said, didn't you say something about not giving a fuck about something or hold? What was the original?
About time?
No, like your original statement was saying that when you said this early this morning, you had to remember.
Oh,
yes. I will get into that.
Yes.
I will get into that.
Right.
Yes, I will get there. All right. So I am here to break you free of that and let you know, as I said in the beginning, it's not that damn serious.
That's right.
Yes. Right. We live our lives feeling like we have to follow this grand, elaborate purpose while squirrels, bees, tigers, lions, tigers and bears roam this very same earth unbothered and carefree.
Living the best
The
life.
same damn earth we are walking on right now, there is a squirrel chilling.
But do you think he's really
That's like my
but do you
dog,
think he's
man.
really unbothered because he still had to get nuts?
It does. Well, that brings to my next point, right?
He gotta get nuts.
Hold on,
Or he's gonna be
the
hungry.
only mandatory things that animals are worried about is getting food and water. That's what they need.
They have sex too, though.
But
Well,
they do
don't
have
need it,
sex,
though.
but they don't need it.
They
But
might
we
need
animals
it.
too, though.
We
and we need it.
be needing it.
Yeah.
So maybe
They
I've been
might
seeing
need
some
it, though.
sexual monkeys before.
Like monkeys, and the monkeys be looking like they need it.
Right. And they may
They
go
need it for survival.
But the thing is the thinking behind it. If they have sex, they have sex.
Yes.
Think about how we have sex. All the 3,000 rules that we have put in place to have sex.
This is true.
They do it like two
They
ways.
do it. They like, hey,
One
look,
way.
you a girl.
Yes.
I'm a boy.
Yes.
Let's have sex.
Right.
But humans, we sit up here, but you
Yes.
gotta put up the first date.
Yes.
That you do this, that you do that.
Yes.
That you call
I'm
me,
not
you gotta
giving
text me every
up,
single
da,
day.
da, da.
All these extra things
So
for
we should have
absolutely
sex
no
like
reason.
monkeys. Is that what
You
you're
should.
saying? Squirrel.
Hey, we're at an age right now that if you ain't fucking on the first date, something wrong.
Samantha said nuts are important. They are.
They are.
Yes,
And
they
that's-
are.
They in both
just saying.
contexts. Y'all ruining my.
I'm sorry. You know we take. Look, you know we gonna mess up these damn
Nah,
segments.
you good. You good. You good.
Well, go ahead, honey. Go
You
ahead.
good.
We sorry.
No,
you know, it's
but
been
did
a
you
while.
ever think that they may be onto something because they have simplified life and they are still managing to thrive in this world in their own defined way? Then you have us here doing what we do, because I know a lot of people would say, well, we are smarter than animals, right? And then that is not, it's only true because we're smarter, but they just don't know any better.
Right.
But let's say that's true. But if we truly have a higher level of intelligence, why are we pushing dumbass agendas that have no defined reason at all that we can easily debunk in a Google search?
Look, animals are more
Ooh,
intelligent
child.
than we are simply because they keep life basic.
Yeah.
We make
Basic,
life
exactly.
hard.
We make it
life
hard, and
hard.
we claim that we are the more intelligent being.
Yeah.
However, we are making life way harder than it needs to be. We are
Exactly.
placing arbitrary value onto imaginary things, and
is
then
true.
have the nerve to stress ourselves out about it.
And we do be stressed out.
And then the worst part about it is that we have became really good at it to the point where we don't even realize we're doing it all the time, right? So people may ask, like, well, why do we do that? The reason is simple, is because we create our realities. Our realities consist of a collection of ideas and principles that we choose, keyword choose, to assign to our lives, right?
Yep.
And every decision you make, whether it's the choice of soda that you like, you ever have that food that you ate that you used to love until something happened and you don't like it anymore?
Yeah.
You have that drink that you drank and you drank too much and you never drink it again?
Oh yeah.
That's tequila.
Yeah, I'm sure you got some of that. Exactly.
tequila. That's
Because
damn
our
tequila,
realities
yeah.
are based off of what we've been through, what ideologies that we place into our life that we choose, again, keyword choose, to follow. And we have made an unconscious decision to be committed to those things. And sometimes we commit to the point where we put ourselves in our deathbeds. And for
Facts.
what? Right?
Ooh, child.
Stress kills.
Wow, yeah.
But again, I remind you, and I want to let you know that it's not that damn serious. Okay? So, in fact, I'm challenging you, the listeners, everyone, to make a decision today to say, damn those dusty ass beliefs.
Oh.
Right? I'm going to create a reality for myself that is tailored to what I want, to what I believe, and I will live life on my terms.
Okay.
Right? And I am worthy of redefining what life looks like for me. Because you have to think about the fact that all of the beliefs that we place on ourselves, they were created long before we were created.
Right.
So why are we putting those beliefs in our lives?
It's embedded.
It's
That's
embedded.
true.
And we don't even realize it's embedded. And then you have to make a conscious decision to take them out of, as they say, breaking generational curses.
Exactly.
You have to make a firm decision and be consistent about it to do better, think better, and to really reflect on yourself and figure out, what do I want?
Right.
This is something I had to do because, again, I got a whole degree. Don't care about it. I did it because I got money from it. from the military.
Yeah.
And then I could have never got a degree in my life and been perfectly happy.
Right.
I don't feel like my success is not defined by a piece of paper. My success is defined by my happiness, by my peace, and the lives that I touch, right?
Yes.
Okay,
No, because we got to get to the topic.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. And then you have to say, I will teach myself and my children that I'm exactly where I need to be at all times. Because that's what it boils down to. You trusting that no matter where you are in your life, you are exactly where you need to be.
That's
no
true.
matter if it's at 18 or 43, you are exactly where you need to be at that time. True. And if you need to improve, just make a decision to improve. Time doesn't have shit to do with it.
It's the energy
I love that.
Right. And then you will focus only on gifting yourself to embrace the way that the animals live and focus on having food, water, and survival and being the best version of yourself and vowing to preserve your precious energy that is limited and not give it away for something imaginary as time. And only investing in things that will reciprocate the things that you have decided that you want for your life and that you feel is good for your soul. Anything else is negotiable as hell.
That's all facts.
Okay.
Now I got a
Here
flip
you go.
side.
See, now you want to...
Flip side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Can't blame it on me.
You do know we had a whole format.
I'm sure with it. So I just got a quick question. So
y'all ain't looking at nothing damn format.
So what if I go to a party later than when it starts?
Then you just get there when you get there. What's the party gonna shut down because you ain't there?
But isn't that me using my energy the way I choose to and not
But you
based
can't
on
be like that
time?
for work though, or your ass gonna get fired.
Well,
You can't show up at work like, time is not even real.
If I work from home, I kind of right there.
I ain't got time. Look, because if I went into the reasons why I work for myself,
but that's just work. I mean, like you show up everywhere late, man. I mean, like that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it speaks volumes of you.
We were talking about time and energy. I'm just trying to figure out, am I using my energy in the right way?
Because you talk about you coming in somewhere late. No, you can't come.
He over here trying to ask something. But yes, that is my life hack. Do what the hell you want when you want to do it. When you feel right is doing. Don't let anyone dare tell you anything different.
Oh, and that is Trapspiration.
That's right. Oh, you got all of them. You got the bells, his horns, everything.
Hey, I'll take it.
That's right. Brian got her getting everything. So shout out to our show photographer, Sudan. The man is in the building. Snapping away. So good to see him. We haven't seen him in a long time either.
Right.
So shout out to our show photographer. We're going to get into the topic for tonight, but it's going to be real quick because we're going to take another quick break and play that other Kaneda track. But so we normally do, when we start the show off, we normally talk about the weekends, but of course it's been so long. So
46 days the last I heard.
If you really said about that number, I was just saying a number. So it's probably 62.
It's been so long since we decided to kind of do like a whole summer recap type situation, what you've been through, some of the things you accomplished. So we're going to start with you, Swangin.
Oh. All right. It's like, my summer recap definitely took my daughter for her birthday to the beach with the family, friends. Unfortunately, during that time, I caught that thing, COVID.
Yeah.
So I was sat down for a while, and that kind of helped me with the whole sit your ass still.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Yes, honey.
that was good. Unfortunately, I lost a friend during the summer. That's always hard, like one of my long-time buddies. But the good part about it, that always brings people back together. So I ended up getting a bunch of the fellas that we ain't seen each other all together like that in probably about 15 to 20 years. So that was love. That was definitely love. Then I had a wedding this past weekend. I saw two good friends jump the broom, literally. The ceremony was amazing. The horse and carriage, the joint was dope. I had a party that got canceled. You probably remember it. The A-list joint. That joint got canceled on 11/15, a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I bought a ticket for the joint, and
I was
that joint
wondering
was
what
like,
I literally was like, man, I must have just missed it because I remember seeing it and I never saw what happened. It got canceled.
So you see what I'm saying? I had some ups, had some lows, I had some in between.
Yes.
You know, but it was definitely appreciated, even the hard parts about it.
Right.
You know, it taught me something. It taught me, take your ass to the doctor a little more.
Right.
There you
watch
go.
what you're doing.
There you go.
Beating them screech.
The high parts taught me, you know, anything is possible. You know, you got weddings and shit, anything is possible.
Yes.
I'm not saying that I care about any of that stuff, but you know it's possible though.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Outside of that, you know, I caught up with you a time. I've been trying to catch up with her, but
Lies. I ain't had no messages in my inbox.
at the end of the day,
but I digress.
you know how hard that is.
I'm gonna put my energy in things that reciprocate.
Oh,
yeah. Did she just?
Yeah, I reinforced the lesson on that.
Hold up. Okay.
we got shots being fired across the table.
I just got hit in the shoulder real quick.
They shooting.
That's all right.
I gotta lean back.
I know now.
I gotta lean back. They shooting.
But I ain't been invited neither. Miss Hostess.
To where?
Miss Hostess.
You'll get into the little bit of crap I've been doing.
But yeah, that's pretty much all of it up to. Still hanging around cool folks.
Yes.
Still probably hanging around some folks I probably shouldn't, but you know that's life. You know what I mean?
True story.
But yeah.
Okay.
It's been good. Good.
Yeah. Well, that's always a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Listen, I really have just been really trying to just live my life and enjoy my life. I mean, I just have been. My father and my mother and my father both had COVID at the same time. That was very scary for me because they live in Delaware and I, wasn't able to be there. So, my mother is both of them are very hard-headed, but my mother is like super hard-headed because I'm talking to her on the phone and she's like, I'm okay, and then she's really not. You know what I mean? So I had to like literally be like, listen, I'm like the mother. I'm like, listen, hey, if you don't tell me the truth,
right.
I'm coming down there with a hazmat suit on, and I'm coming inside. I don't care what I get. I'm coming in there. So that was definitely a low of mine, But thank goodness, both of them are good now. They tested negative, and they're good health. So that means a lot to me. I've did parties and some yacht parties and some pool parties.
I saw you.
Yet another no invite.
You can't put that on me this time.
I mean, I'm just saying, and I literally, because I believe it or not, I know people think that I'm like an extrovert, and like I'm really like I'm kind of both. So. It's sometimes it's a little hard to step outside, and especially in stepping into environments that I'm not really sure of what I'm going into.
Right.
And because of that, in my past, it has caused me to kind of like decline certain invitations, or I'm not going unless I go with somebody I know, or unless I know somebody's going to be there I know, or whatever. But I felt like I've stepped outside of my comfort zone this year and really have kind of put myself in different positions where I felt a little uncomfortable, but even though I felt uncomfortable those times, when I came out of it, I felt more empowered because I'm like, okay, I did this, and now I want to continue to do more of this. And I was able to really network, meet new people, put myself out there. So that's definitely something that I feel like I've accomplished this year. And just meeting new people, and my baby girl went back to school physically, so that was a big step. She got her learner's permit. That was a big step. Now she just wants to drive my car.
That's a big step.
No, that's a not happening step. Because I'm like, I got to get this girl a freaking... Listen, I'm like, I got to buy this girl a freaking Beetle or something, because I'm like, she is not tearing up the whip, all right? But listen, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing. So that's pretty much what happened this summer. You know what I mean? Like, just really having fun, enjoying life, like you said.
Coming outside your comfort zone.
Coming outside my comfort zone and really just embracing those who embrace me. Yeah. That was the biggest thing that I feel like I learned this summer, because a lot of times, say if you're into somebody or you really like somebody or whatever the case is, you put a lot of that energy into that person. And I'm not saying, and sometimes it's not always reciprocal. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not reciprocal because of other reasons. You know what I mean? It might be because they're busy, whatever the case is, and we find ourselves still putting our energy into that person. Right. However, there may be people that literally are able to reciprocate that type of energy, that type of attention, whatever, because they might have more time. You know what I'm saying? So it's about learning the balance and being able to just share that energy.
You
and
talking
just
about love languages right now?
Oh, no.
Oh, just energy.
I'm talking about energy in general. Because me and my boo-boo kitty good, so don't go there. Don't be trying to put rumors in the streets. Don't put no rumors in the streets. Hell no.
I just know people like to label stuff with stuff.
No.
I got it, Max, right? Don't you?
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me pull you back on that one. Me and my boo-boo kitty good. Shit, we real good.
That's my man. Hold up. What's going on, bro?
That's my baby. That's my baby right there. Don't start no shit.
Ain't nobody starting no nothing. That's my dude right there. What you talking about? I ain't seen him in a minute.
I'm looking at him like, what you talking about? Don't be reading into no shit. He's like, that's how you be reading into subliminal memes and shit. You talking about me? No.
Nah, that's my dude, man.
Yes.
That's my dude.
And then
I'm sitting here thinking like, what did I damn do?
I know, you know.
Hair color.
Well, yeah, of course, because that's what I do every
keep
month.
A hair color on her, honey. I love
that's what I do. But so since then, I went. My birthday, obviously, I went to Antigua.
Yes, that's major.
Your birthday was recently?
Major.
Huh?
Your birthday was recently?
In July. Wow.
He knows. He knows because he knows it was Leo season. He knows whatever.
Anyway, I went to Antigua, had a lot of first experiences, had a great time, but mainly I just sat on the beach and didn't answer my phone. That's
great.
That's a vacation.
Listen,
that's a vacation.
I'm the kind of person, I don't do the tourist stuff. I just want to just sit on the beach
and relax.
And I made a lot of dope connections, with a lot of tourists. So when I come back, we got a lot of plugs and stuff like that.
Oh, she said we. So that means we get to go to you
sure
with you next time? I mean, because we ain't getting no... I'm just saying, we ain't getting no invitation to no Antigua.
Look.
We ain't getting no damn invitation.
Let me tell you, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. I'm very picky about who I travel with because I am frugal as hell. Y'all will not like me.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't like you.
Exactly. I don't stunt.
But I'll see you on the beach, though.
That's cool.
I'll do my own arrangements and I'll just link up with you.
Look, we going to be eating.
And I'll just link up with you.
I don't do the fancy dinners. I don't do none of that. We at the local spots.
When we meet up at the local spot, I'll meet up with you there.
Yeah, I would
We're
definitely
gonna be on the beach.
I will meet you.
We'll do a couple excursions. We not staying in the grand resort. I don't do resorts, so
I'll meet you at the beach.
A lot of people don't exactly. That's why I don't travel with everybody because
I would meet
up every
you
day
there.
at 6:30. Like, let's go.
Oh, see now that I won't do.
You said you were what?
I
better not be knocking on the room door
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so me and my best friend, we was out working out at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, now
because that's what we do.
Yeah, now. You do have to have certain people to travel with you.
Don't call me for travel. Don't call me for travel.
Me neither.
That's what I said. Let me take a person to help me help you.
Me neither. Me neither.
And speaking of fitness, I lost weight. A substantial amount of weight.
Okay, boo-boo.
Well, I didn't even say I lost weight, but I lost inches. My weight hasn't really fluctuated because it's been straight weight. I don't do cardio.
Inches matter.
And all kind of content.
Because a lot of times the people don't know the whole weight thing. You can't go by that.
So and then again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I had to just say, okay, the biggest thing is, can you fit that dress you bought?
Yes. Or how you look when you're naked.
That part.
Yes.
That part.
Speaking of naked.
Woo! Because I love that. I love being naked.
Experience.
Really?
Yes. It was everything.
Hey! I thought that was the engineer's time cue for us to shut up and get off the
That's the naked sound.
Yes. Yes, and honey, let me tell you, I have rediscovered myself in a lot of ways.
Wait, did you tell us where you was naked at?
Antigua.
Oh, I thought it was the picture I saw.
I really want to go there.
I thought it was the picture I saw the other day.
No.
Oh, she looked naked.
She did. Well, I think what happened is when she went to Antigua and she experienced the nakedness, she was like, "Oh, I want to do extra. I want to do more nakedness."
The thing is, I never I just wear whatever. Like, I don't have I'm not the kind of person where I'm like, oh my god, I got it. That's not me. So I was like, okay, that's the last, in my little, my stones of my hippie stones is to do that. And so we went to Eden Beach and we did that. That's what I did on my birthday. And the best part was it was raining.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I literally was just like, oh my god.
awesome.
I would love
to do that. I would love to do that.
It was everything and more.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, and it was on mine too.
Honey, if you're listening, I want to go to a nude spot.
And I was like, what better way to spend my birthday than that? And it was amazing. So it was a day of my birthday, so we did that in Tigger.
Yeah, you had your birthday suit on for your birthday.
Yeah, my birthday suit on my birthday. So that was nice. And then other than that, I just been in the gym hardcore. I finished school, graduated with my marketing degree. Yeah, I did that. Visha Luxury Hookah. We had our first out-of-state booking in New York and Brooklyn.
Nice.
So that was nice. So now we can say we're kind of nationwide. We're going to Vegas next month.
I was about to say, I thought I was about to bring up Vegas. I saw Vegas.
Yeah, so we making little baby moves, you know what I mean? So we had that. Other than that, I just been working on business and spending time with my daughter. I've been trying to find balance with my kid because prior to my birthday, I had worked myself to death. Right. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I just had to make a decision like this is not life for you. This is not what's gonna be like.
The balance is real. You gotta do it.
Yeah. So I continue my baby's Serenity Sundays and that's her thing. And I just been trying to spend more time with her, spend more time with my boyfriend, his kids, things like that. Since school was officially out, been doing that. Look, hey, it's lit.
Oh, hate is not attractive on you.
It's not a good look. Hate is a disease. Get well soon.
That don't look good on you, boo. You gotta work on that. Ooh,
I didn't say it was bad. I just said y'all in a relationship. I ain't say it was bad.
I felt that. But on that note, were you ready? Are you done?
But yeah, that's basically other than I just went to a lot of dope festivals and clean houses and
all the good stuff. Yeah.
Shout out.
All right, guys. Well, listen, what we get ready to do real quick is we get ready to take another break. We're going to play another Kaneda track. And then when we come back, we have the OMG Report. Don't go anywhere. It is the Miss Ocean.
That's my favorite.
Bitch, money, right, shit talking. Hustle till I get it right, I lay up in the coffin. Yeah, I want cake, but the millie come with the frosting. Louis V shades look better when you sparking. Forgiato rims look better when I'm parking. Haters love to hate, I have them sucking dick often. East Coast, king first, cousin to Marcus. Had a lot of love to these leeches, turned into darkness. Rap when I want, when I do it, this shit's heartless. Never got my props, so I took them because I start shit. The main one, right in your block like Tame One. Chop the devil head, take all the bread, it won't even run. Canada, fast foreign cars in the parking lot. Fresh outfits, Versace smells, we don't talk a lot, but get it done. Press for my time like niggas on the run. Take my shot no matter the size, the barrel of the gun.
Fast cars and hidden beaches, the world is yours. Everything you desire is within reaches. From material trophies to the real ones who know me as an endearing, compassionate in the spirit. It's moments like these I cherish. Me and Tommy putting sets in sedans, plans of whipping McLarens. Skipping class like Ferris, fucking pretty women in mirrors like Julia. It's obvious the game new to ya. Who do you know? With more grills than Indiana Jones. Past the Patron, honey, I'm home. Tugging the lotto. It's Terrell, older brother, sunk in the Tahoe. Somewhat of a marvel. Me and Shorty got visions of throwing marble on the countertops, whipping round in drops. Didn't get to see my man's tied a knot that broke my heart in a million pieces. Covered in soil, the roots spread love in different regions. My quest inspired by thoughts of blackness. Some skills you ain't born with, gotta resort to practice. Tiffany dunks on, order trunks on, chest out. Never stressed about, on to the next route. Pulling the Lex out, new body. All white, too godly. Donuts in the lobby, flicking the photos into my hobby. Desert, playing the war report, black gangsters. On point, ready for any changes, staying dangerous. Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I had to get close to the mic with that one. Drop that joint down a little bit like that, lady.
Back.
There you go.
What up? What up? It is the Miss O Show. We are back live. Shout out to Kaneda for those 2 tracks. Make sure you follow him on Instagram.
That joint is smooth though.
Yo, I'm
it's
trying
not
to tell
no
you,
rowdy
I
joint.
have been following me and Kaneda have been friends for like a long time. I'm talking about years upon years upon years. Really, really good guy. He makes really good music, and I love his music because, like you said, it's real smooth. You know what I mean? And it's just like a track you can listen to, throw on in the car.
Right, that's like driving up Georgia Avenue
Yes.
like 25 with the top back and
he's
down.
But
It's dope. I used to be like that with Mobb Deep, but Mobb Deep was a little harder. But yeah, the joint is smooth, man. I'm gonna need, can I get the link or something? Or
yes.
Do I get it? I gotta get it from iTunes. What I gotta get?
I will make sure that I will make sure before we get off of here to provide that link because I should have it. So that you guys can definitely follow him. But it's Kaneda, and I'll make sure that I give you guys his Instagram so you can follow him. But now we're going to jump into the OMG report. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Some freaky techno.
Some music, man.
Some freaky techno.
All right, so listen. Now, we send our kids to school for learning, and we pray and hope that they are safe while they're there, right? Well, apparently, a father in Michigan is not happy, and he is suing the school for $1 million. For what, you ask? Well, he's taking legal action because his 7-year-old daughter's hair was cut by a school employee. Without his permission, the father, Jimmy, filed a $1 million lawsuit against Mount Pleasant Public Schools, a librarian, and a teacher's assistant on Tuesday, according to reports. In the lawsuit, he alleges racial discrimination, ethnic intimidation, and that his daughter's constitutional rights were violated. Okay, so he said basically that his biological daughter, Journey, had gotten a hairstyle after a classmate cut one side of her hair by a few inches, right? The classmate did. But then just a few days later, his daughter returned home with the other side of her hair cut, right? Adding later that he learned that it was an employee of the school who was responsible. Not that we really need to clarify, but unsurprisingly, both of them, you know, the student and the employee who cut the hair was white. So basically, he is upset because he said, regardless of their good intentions, these actions are unacceptable and show a lack of judgment on the part of the 2 employees. So, I don't even know where to go with it. What would you guys do?
What is the good intentions, though? Let me help me understand. What makes the teacher think? What makes the teacher think that this is a good decision to cut the rest of her hair off?
Samantha said that's assault, and I agree.
It is.
And
it totally
is.
is.
Look, I'm big
totally
about
is.
reciprocation. I got assault.
She had long locks.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Her hair was
yes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Look at that. Look at that.
That is crazy.
We'll have to catch all these hands.
Like her hair will probably grow back fast.
But it's
say
the
if you
principalities in
you
this.
cut my daughter hair, her hair is thick and luxurious right now. But if you cut her hair right now,
and like you said,
it won't look the same.
What is the basis of that? That's like, you need a haircut. Let me cut this side. And
right.
It wasn't okay. So when she came home the first time, it was just one side. Then,
that's even worse.
Right. Then when she went back to school or whatever, a different employee cut the other side because they felt like, okay, it's, you got 2 different sides going on here. Let me get the other one to match the other side. But who said that y'all can even touch
the jail? Let me tell you something. I almost went to jail one time for somebody saying something to my daughter.
Okay.
Now, if you touch her,
it's a wrap.
That's it.
Y'all just
I got nothing for you. I'm going to just go to jail happily. I'm going to be on them mugshot like... Had different poses. I did it. I did it.
I know I've definitely threatened a life, and my threat was actual promise, but it didn't happen. But I mean, we don't play about our kids, man. Like, I'm serious. My child, you cutting my daughter's hair.
No. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised. I guess he's just like, okay, I'm gonna get him in the pockets, but shit, the story would have been like, and then the father ended up in jail.
Well, no, you gotta be smart about it. You gotta be smart about it. You gotta get the money first, and you gotta code switch in the court and be like, yes, Your Honor. Have glasses on and everything. Like, yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. And after you get out,
then tear that ass. Then tap that.
You gotta be strategic.
All right, now listen. Everybody know they be wanting to stunt. You know, they want to, floss for everybody. But listen, when trying to floss goes wrong, so a lawsuit filed by a New York jeweler claims that Playboy Cardi owes the company $97,000 for 2 custom chains he ordered in 2020. Okay, so Elate and Company said that in the suit, the rapper owes him approximately $97,063 after he created 2 custom chains last September.
He looks like Squidward.
Playboy Cardi was billed in total. Listen, this is what he was billed in total now. $197,063 for the custom work, right? But he only made one down payment of $100,000 on January 25th. I'm just still trying to figure out $100,000.
Like, I'm not even gonna make that bill off of you just giving me. That's not even. That's way less than half.
The bill was $197,000.
Well, that's half.
$197,000.
I'm gonna shut my frugal ass up and just sit here.
Oh my God!
If it's over $20, this is a conversation needs to be had.
So the jeweler is asking for the remaining payment in the lawsuit, but according to TMZ, Cardi has yet to release a statement, so he ain't trying to pay them.
Yeah, he ain't saying nothing because the more you say, the more you incriminate yourself.
But I'm still lost at $200,000 for some jewelry.
A chain. Like
people do it every day.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you got a Chanel bag or a Louis bag, and
but that's different.
Maybe some red bottoms.
But that's different.
It's the same.
Different.
It's just not 190-something thousand.
Ain't nobody asked you. God.
Look,
Stay over there.
I'm gonna keep my eyes, man. I'm gonna shut up because for me,
you said you was frugal, so we understand you.
I don't understand it because it goes back to what I said. It's the name. You're assigning the values to the name.
But I get that. But I like what I like.
Give me some.
I like what I like.
I guarantee you this though. With that being said, I guarantee you this. I will definitely buy a pair of Jordans. Not the first day, but I will buy a pair before I buy some Shaqs.
First of all, don't do Shaq like that.
This dude getting my money on every other venue though.
He still has
the Walmart
shoe?
special.
Yeah, he still got the
Walmart 11
going strong.
I didn't know.
In Wyoming and in South Dakota.
You better wear them Walmart. You better wear them Walmart 11s and you better like them. You better stunt. Look.
So listen, anyone that was concerned, maybe there were some people that was concerned whether or not T.I. and Tiny would be facing charges for their alleged sexual assault charges. Worry no longer, because T.I. and his wife Tiny will not be facing sexual assault charges, okay? Stemming from the alleged 2005 incident, okay? According to recent released court documents, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office has decided to not pursue charges as the case falls outside of the state's 10-year time frame on statute of limitations. So they're really not saying they didn't do it.
They just said they didn't do it. We didn't talk about it fast enough.
What was the charges?
So let's see here. It says earlier this year, an anonymous female victim came forward early this year alleging that the rapper and his R&B singer wife had drugged and sexually assaulted her during a night out. Mr. and Mrs. Harris are pleased but not surprised. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what they... that was, but I think it was a few of them. I think it was different ones.
So this is a Bill Cosby situation.
Here we go.
Like you got to think about it. Like if we all go out and one of y'all say
this is a basketball,
one of y'all say, hey, Mark, let me hit that J, and then you ask me and I give it to you. Next thing you know, the next morning you wake up saying nothing could have happened. Nothing could have happened.
But it says T.I. and Tiny have been the center of a firestorm of allegations since 2021. Multiple accusations and personal of drugs and sexual abuse from the couple have surfaced on social media. And they've been pressing formal charges for alleged incidents spanning in the course of 15 years.
Noni said allegedly.
Noni said allegedly, right, Noni? We both saw that.
Allegedly.
Again, I'm going to just look at the screen and I'm listening.
Allegedly.
But after a while, like, you got to... I hate the fact that women have been objectified, I'll say. Assaulted, I'll say.
I'm like, what?
But come on, man. Like everyone is coming out with something, saying something has done something to somebody.
Jesus be offended.
But so, again, if I'm out with some friends and one of their friends asks me to hit like a J or whatever,
Lord.
then if I let her hit a J, the next morning she wake up like, what happened in her own bed.
Lord.
But it's my fault. Or on my couch, I'm in my bed, but it's my fault.
It sounds like a whole nother topic. I know. And I didn't drink all my drink.
As Noni said, allegedly.
But the thing is, it has everything to do with consent.
But Noni also said,
you don't have to do anything with somebody. Somebody can just wake up and say. But the thing is,
if they're sober and say no, if they are drunk, and that means they are not in their right mind to say yes.
But if nothing happens, though, like if nothing happens. Allegedly, nothing happened just the same way allegedly something
But
did.
Noni said they enjoy company in the bedroom. And
and I'm sure, but
shout out to Noni. Noni, pull up one day.
That's my girl right there. All right, so listen, for all of my Ready to Love fans, everybody who watches Ready to Love, the new season is coming on next month, and this time they will be in DC, baby. So take a look at the trailer and let me know if you plan to watch.
That casting was
I know
interesting.
What's up, y'all? Tommy Miles here, and I'm back at it. Getting ready to help some more singles make meaningful connections. And this time, it's all about location, location, location. That's right. I'm here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. You're about to meet 20 of Chocolate City's finest singles. They're coming together to find that authentic connection that can turn a spark into a flame.
Love in Chocolate City.
Love in Chocolate City.
I just love the rose, how you get them in there enclosed, and then over time, they just open up.
I want you to move around and get to know everybody while you have the chance. Because tonight, 2 people will be going home.
How you feel about dating a boss?
I'm with it, shoot.
You just have to embrace it. Yeah, and to touch something else, too.
For the first time in Ready to Love history, we are adding 2 sexy singles to this process.
Well, hello, Chocolate.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. And it's not, and I'm not gonna stay there for that.
The conversations I'm having with him, he's telling me that I'm the main one.
You lie about different things to different women. I'm done.
No, that means that you're not ready. It's called Ready to Love, not confused as That sounds very hater-ish.
The done got real.
Don't ever try me. I'm not doing it. Third time homegirl said haterish. Ain't no hater in me. People, I don't like that. It pisses me off.
Well, me and the guys have talked. During this process, you haven't taken the time to get to know a lot of the fellas.
You showed your whole true colors this weekend.
Approach each moment like it owes you something. I really care about you.
I haven't really met anyone to make me feel like this.
It's time to see if DC is ready to love.
Ready to Love returns with a 2-hour premiere event Friday, October 15th at 8, 7 Central. Part of Real Drama.
All right. Now who's gonna? I wish I could have heard all of it.
Got a jelly bean shaped head with a beard.
I wish I look. So Noni said, "Do y'all recognize one person?"
No,
I recognize one lady, and I do recognize one guy. I do recognize. That's it. I do not recognize anyone else.
They didn't pull them out of the trenches.
I got it, and I'm like, oh my god,
it's not an accurate representation of D.
I totally agree, and I was really surprised because when I found out, because I do watch Ready to Love, I've watched all the seasons. I've actually interviewed a couple of the people on the show. From Ready to Love, and I was like, "Oh, they coming to DC. This get right." And I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's going on.
They came to
here.
DC. They probably didn't find nobody.
Let me ask the listeners this question real quick. Do y'all know the show on Netflix that's based out of DC? It's a guy and a girl going through relationship joints. Who's ever has watched that?
Oh wait,
please
is it? Oh wait, is it called?
give up the title.
Oh wait, and they literally it's in DC. They walk past
they shout out Baltimore a lot, but it was supposed to have been based in DC though.
Was the one that played on Queen Sugar, the guy?
I don't watch that,
Corey.
but he was dark. Like everybody in that joint, it shows melanin in a
I watched that.
State,
I watched that, and it's very good. And I think it's called Something Love.
Yeah, Something Love. I can't.
Noni, I know you know the name of it. Oh, she said it was like a DC Love Jones.
Yes, it was.
And I can't remember the name, but that's a very good movie. I did see that.
That joint is
but
dope.
yeah, so are y'all watching the Ready to Love DC edition?
Yeah, I watch that joint sometimes. You know, like it's on DVR.
DVR. I like her face.
Yep, they had go-go bands in that joint. Huh?
You have cable?
No, I have straight Wi-Fi and all Fire Stick. I don't pay
I can't remember what they used to be called back
then.
and they used to record TiVo.
Oh, TiVo? Yeah, I've never had a TiVo. That was for bougie people.
Bougie people. I didn't have it. I'm just saying. That's the way it sounded when you said DVR in 2021.
Yeah, right.
So everybody, that is the OMG report. Every single Monday, I be trying to give you guys some reports that's gonna make you say OMG. You know, some of that tea. You know, I try to report on stuff that everyone doesn't report on because you always have your typical topics or different celebrity gossip or what's going on. I always try to find, I really comb. So this segment takes me a while because I really comb through all of the sites to find some good stuff that you guys might not know of. So that's the OMG report. We want to continue our topic tonight, and we want to talk about what am I leaving behind in 2021 and what am I going to take with me. What I really thought was neat is because when I was looking into what I wanted to talk about with this topic, I found it's a Forbes list, right? And I thought this was really neat. So I'm going to run through it real quick, right? And then maybe we can talk about it and then we can go into our own individual ones because I thought this list was really nice. Okay, so what I'm leaving behind, staying stuck and settling. Okay, and what I'm taking with me is leaning into change instead of avoiding it. What I'm leaving behind. So remember everything because we'll come back and we'll talk about it. So we do that, or should we talk about each one? Because we might go way over if we do that.
Oh no, I'm about to make a word joint real quick.
Oh Jesus! What I'm leaving behind is blurry boundaries.
That part.
What I'm taking with me is communicating with impact. Okay, I'm being clear and direct about what you will and will not stand for. What I'm leaving behind is comparison. I'm looking inward. Okay, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. What I'm leaving behind, self-doubt. A no regrets policy is what I'm taking with me. What I'm leaving behind is being impatient with my healing. Okay? What I'm taking with me is showing compassion for ourselves. We are a work in progress. Every single one of us are. What I'm leaving behind is self-doubt. A no regrets policy. Don't let the fear of failure stop you from showing up and trying something new or different. What I'm leaving behind is looking for external validation. The fear of not being enough, worrying about what return on investment instead of return on impact, okay? Instead, what I'm taking with me is you are your biggest champion. Validation starts with you. What I'm leaving behind is thinking that self-care is indulgence.
That part.
What I'm taking with me is thinking of self-care as a necessity for all of us, okay? Yep. This is not only a way to take care of ourselves, it is also what we do to serve others. Mm-hmm. What I'm leaving behind is the urge to keep up, embracing the ritual of slowing down instead of rushing through life. What I'm leaving behind is forgetting to count your blessings. Creating more moments of gratitude and appreciation is what I'm taking with me. Okay, what I'm leaving behind is my extra baggage. What I'm taking with me is I'm letting it go. Mm-hmm. Finally, what I'm leaving behind is burnout. What I'm taking with me is resting intentionally, practicing the ritual of slowing down because you deserve physical rest, emotional ease, and time to recharge. Mm-hmm. Wasn't that some good shit?
It was.
When I was reading that, I was like, oh my God, every single last one of them was like, Yes.
A lot of those resonated with me.
Me too. That's why I was like, you know what? I want to read these because I think they may also resonate with our listeners as well. And you guys, if you guys have some,
Noni has some.
Read what Noni
She says, I'm taking good high vibrations and leaving behind low vibrations and manifestations of good energy.
Yes. All right, Noni.
Noni had bars.
Yeah, yo, like
Oh, and she said the name of the movie you're talking about is called Really Love.
Yeah, definitely. Check it out.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's
a romance.
It kind of is.
Just check it
But
out.
the thing about
romance
just check it out.
I know, but
just check it out
because even though it's a romance movie, the biggest thing was that it was so eclectic, and it was DC, and it was culture, and it was the music and the I just love the.
I'll watch.
Yeah, it was a cultural film.
Okay.
Because I don't really think I can call it a romance, considering how the story went.
Yeah, it's a true story.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was definitely
a modern day love Jones, like Noni said. I definitely would give it that. So we're gonna start with you, since last time we went this way. Okay. We're gonna start with you.
A lot of the things that is on the list.
On the list.
Boundaries is big with me because I have let people violate my boundaries something serious as far as when to contact me and going into my day. People know that's Serenity Sunday, that's my daughter's day, and they will still call me for some business stuff, and I'm like, I'm not answering.
Yeah.
I used to answer, and I used to break my neck to accommodate other people. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm starting to accommodate myself.
Mm-hmm.
The self-love, the taking care of self, nails and hair is mandatory.
Yeah.
That's in the budget, just like electricity is, because I need that to feel good. Another thing is a CEO mindset, because a lot of times I'm letting go of the hustle mentality, because the hustle mentality breeds poverty. Because you have to think bigger, do bigger, and delegate to get where you need to go.
True story.
And that's been the biggest struggle this year, is learning how to delegate and let go. Because I was talking about that last night. How when you create something, even with the hookah business, I created that business with nothing. You know what I mean? And for me to take that and hand it to somebody and say, hey, take care of my baby.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Very hard.
And so now we have a team, and I'm like, wow, I don't have to do anything. I could just wait for my check.
Right.
That's nice. So I'm trying to get more of that. My goal is to, by next year, to be able to operate all of my businesses from the side of the beach. That is my goal.
Yeah.
And I want to get back to traveling, get back to the things that I love. I want my daughter to keep adding stamps in her passport, and I want to become a full-blown CEO with passive income and time to spare.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Go.
That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
I'm trying.
I bad woman.
Don't start.
She gonna have the utility belt and everything. She gonna have the utility belt and everything.
Samantha said something to add. She said, I'm taking clarity and leaving behind chaos. All of that.
Yes. Taking clarity and leaving behind chaos.
Yes.
I love that, Samantha.
Let me just ask a quick question. Since everyone has said everything they had, even Sam and even Noni, when do you make this decision? Because I understand you can go through everything and think that you've been through all that can be thrown at you, but when do you make it? What was it? Something that just slapped you in the face, or was it something that just nudged you?
To make it decide that, or
you said something about boundaries.
For me, I exhausted myself beyond belief. I was at the point where I could not function, I could not think, I could not move, and it was all an effort to please other people, and that is not okay. So I had to make a decision that day for my health, mental health, physical health, and then I decided. That's when I took my trip to Antigua, and I said, you know what, this is gonna be my fresh start.
Yeah.
And that was the whole reason for the whole, experience.
Question two.
Lord Jesus.
So
side B to the question.
So you also said that you have Serenity Sundays, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone calls you on that day, should they not be looked at not respecting your time?
No, some people just don't know. If I have somebody calling me off that looks at my website, they don't know what Serenity Sunday is,
right?
But they can get sent to voicemail.
But those that know
and
you,
and it has in my voicemail, hi, you have contacted us beyond our hours of operation.
He said those that actually know you.
The ones that know me, yes, they're
Serenity.
not respected. And I do say something like, this is Serenity Sunday. This is the one day. Because she puts up with my bull every day. Like, that's her day. Do not disrespect her day. And I've made posts about it, all that. Like, look, this Serenity Sunday, whatever you have, unless it's an emergency. And that goes back to with the CEO thing. Like, I used to work parties and stuff, but now because I'm operating in a different space, somebody else does that for me.
Right.
So I have the bandwidth to make that call now.
Right.
Yeah. No, and I mean, to piggyback off what you were saying as far as the question of when you do it, I mean, I know,
I had one for you too, but go ahead.
Oh, you had a different
Jesus,
one?
Go ahead.
Well, maybe I should answer that one. I want to answer four.
No, I ain't gonna take you off your track now. I ain't gonna take you off your track.
I think it's when you feel it. But for me, I got sick of my own shit. You know, I really got tired of my own shit, and I literally was like, you know what? I tell people all the time, when things keep happening to you, and you like when things keep happening to you over and over and over and over again, different things. At some point, you got to realize that you were the common denominator.
That part.
Like, you cannot consistently blame everyone else for shit that's happening.
Right.
You literally can't. At some point, you have to literally sit with yourself and say, I am the common denominator, and I have to get my shit together, whatever that is, and I got to work on myself. And I also will say that it is a consistent and constant work. Like, you might think you're healed, and you might, all the stuff we talking today, all the stuff we talking today, and you might think you healed, and you on the right path, and next thing you know, something trigger you and you like, oh shit, here comes level 5 of my growth, a level 5 of me having to work on it.
I thought I was better.
Yes, I thought I was better, and I'm still like, cause this, like, your journey of self is consistent. It's nonstop, you know. But that's beautiful because that's the biggest and best investment ever.
Right.
Working on self is your best investment. Like, so that's, you should be happy about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people make you or deem you as selfish when you start caring about yourself.
They do. They do.
Exactly.
They do. And that's one thing that you have to move past it, because I honestly felt that at first too, because I'm such a giver and I've always put other people first, my daughter, everybody else, you know, because I felt like, oh, me giving makes me happy. And then I had to really sit with that. Oh, is that true, Amika? Because I'm like, I realized that it was hard for me to put other people, you know, like put myself first, because I was looking at like, oh, this is selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's something else that I had to kind of sit with myself and say, no, I cannot pour from an empty cup. Y'all cannot get anything from me until I'm taking care of me first. So what you're going to get from me, which is going to be beautiful, great energy once I pour into myself first. So no, that's not selfish. Actually, you guys are getting some good shit when I pour into me first. Yeah. When I don't pour into me and I pour into y'all first, y'all getting that gook at the bottom and shit.
Right.
Or they'll misuse you.
I ain't even got a chance to stir it up yet.
You'll get to pouring the whole time. They got a hole in their cup you didn't know about.
Baby. You don't want me when I ain't got, when I literally pour
they
from
probably
the
ain't even
cup.
wash their cup.
Exactly. They wash their cups on shit. Here you are pouring your gold in their cup.
I'm trying to tell you. So real quick, because we do have to stay on schedule, because we got some swangin' shenanigans coming up soon. But so for me, I will just say one thing that I will, you know, leave into 2021 and move forward. And it's not even just in 2021, because I've been doing it for a while. It's definitely people pleasing, you know, and we kind of touched on that and talked about that. You know, I mean, of course you want to make people that you love and care about, you want to make them happy, or you want to not necessarily make them because it's their goddamn job to be happy on their own.
That part.
So you want to give them your good juju. However, if it's at the cost of you and how you feeling and your energy, then I've literally had to say, no, I can't anymore. And I think that the biggest thing that I take away with me and that I go into 2022 with is my expectations and expectations of others, meaning none, zero. I know that sounds crazy, but I literally,
it's not crazy at all.
You feel me?
I live by that.
No
too.
expectations.
I live by that. So no, you're not crazy.
And I'm glad y'all understand it, because sometimes people are like, well, you know, you got to expect. No. Like that is literally the robbery of joy.
Be who they show me.
Yeah.
Is the only
And then
thing
you tailor your expectations based off of who they are as a person.
Yeah.
And how you
That's
choose
the,
to
that's
deal
the
with
best
them.
way to do it. So
Yeah.
no, you're not crazy.
So
child.
that, and you know, taking things personal, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times, you know, it's easy to take things personal. And and I'm not gonna say a lot of times, majority of stuff has nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like the shit that happens and right. Like what
like
they got going on.
They just taking the shit out of their pocket and loading it out of their bag and sitting it in your lap.
So it is literally what I'm taking into 2022 literally is just continuing to grow my spiritual journey, continuing to love me, continue to go within, understanding that, you know, everything that I might look for on the outside I already possess within, you know, and leaving all the any type of energy that I had in the past or what I've dealt with in 2021, leaving it there, realizing that I already have everything that I need, want, and desire. Now, what about you, Swangin', real quick before we take this final E-Boogie break?
In 2021, I am leaving more than I came in with 21. Like I'm separating myself just the same way y'all said. I'm separating myself even more. I was already disconnected from a lot, but personally, I'm disconnecting myself. Opportunity-wise, as far as, you know, entrepreneurship or opportunities, it's open, but I'm not just going to use myself because I've realized over the past few years, people would use like my name just to, you know, hey,
okay,
Swangin' gonna be in the party. You know what I'm saying?
Down for a topic,
Swangin' gonna be at the party. Yo, Swangin' at the party, then everybody gonna come through because it's the party.
Wow.
But I'm not getting nothing from it though.
There you go.
I'm not getting nothing from it.
Yeah.
Outside of free entry or, you know,
that ain't all
drink
that.
here, drink there.
That ain't all that.
You
No,
know,
I get it.
like, don't get me wrong. I do love my folks that always take care of me, but there's also some people that have used me for those purposes.
Of course.
And I'm leaving that behind. I'm leaving these people that just hang around. You always got people that just hang around. Yeah, loiterers.
Yes.
Like, nigga, I'm not a 7-Eleven or Home Depot.
Opportunities
You
and all
know what
that
I
type of stuff.
So, but at the same time, you know, I still got love. I never want to disrespect anybody.
Of course.
But at the same time, I can be your friend. I just don't have to sit with you for real, for real. I'll respect you. How about that? I'll respect you as a person, but I'm not going to sit up here and just,
I mean, I think you're saying boundaries.
Yeah,
Yes, boundaries.
And preserving
That's what that's about.
your peace.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Because sometimes you got to realize when you're putting yourself in situations where you're self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
And when I sit up here and tell people, and I've been in situations a shitload of times where it was me doing it for the other person, not so much for me.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
That part right there, I don't know. I think I'm getting too old. Gray hairs coming a little too much. I can't shave
That's the one thing
enough.
with time. When you start getting
You know what
older,
I'm
you start
saying?
looking at your time totally different. Like,
Yeah.
look, I'm winding down here.
Like I got
time.
like 22 summers left probably. You know what I'm saying?
Can you not do that, please?
Please, because listen, ain't no, listen.
That's a long time.
Shit, no, it's not.
Listen, that's a long
Look how
time.
fast these songs Don't do that.
I remember when years used to be so long. Now a year is like a month. We like, God damn, it's
Yeah, that's
October.
facts.
We didn't blink through
Like
September.
August done ran past like
Which
it
is
didn't even
and that is exactly why I focus on 24 hours at a time. That's
Yeah.
exactly why. Because I would depress
time.
myself thinking
You
about how
will.
much time I've had and how much I got to go. So
Noni says she is leaving in 2021. People and their perspectives.
That part.
Leave that shit
yeah.
there. God damn it. You can have your perspective. Leave that shit there. Anybody think about
committed to misunderstanding you.
They
and I let
really
them have
are.
it.
They really are.
I have people
So-
mad at me right now, and I don't even know why. And I just let them have it.
And you really don't even. And you really don't even care.
If you don't feel the audacity to tell me,
Be
I'm
like,
gonna
go
have
to
the
sleep with that
audacity
shit,
not to
baby.
ask.
So what if you're around someone that's toxic, but you kind of like other aspects of them? Can you still be around them? Or
You like other aspects of
But
them?
you better go around with the mindset that I'm just going. I'm
Yeah.
here for that, and
You gonna
don't
have to
think
know,
deeper than that.
You're gonna have to know how to deal with them. like what is it dealing with
Well,
Nick
I
gloves
know
or whatever?
how.
Kick Nick glove, kick gloves.
I know how, but they may not.
sounds
know.
What's up, Latina Coleman? What it do, Latina? Thank you for
sexual.
tuning in.
That's
Thank you
my
for
boo.
tuning in.
Hey,
I know. Thank you for tuning in, baby girl. So if you want to talk about what you want to leave in 2001, and that you are not taking with you in 2022, give us a call, 301-232-5700. We want to hear from you. Give us a call. And we are definitely not taking any toxic energy because that shit will show up in other ways. That is what
I know that's
Noni
right.
said.
Listen.
Yes.
She was spitting all show.
She has.
Some
And we were going
toxicity
to
is not bad toxicity. No. Did I say that out loud?
but
You
nobody
did.
need to hear it, so it's okay.
Okay,
You
good.
said it in your
Christ.
little corner.
Good.
You said it in your little corner. Ain't nobody need to hear
I
that.
tried to say it low enough.
So we were originally going to take a break, which was our final break. But because we love you guys so much and we've been kind of going on, we're going to keep right on going because we want to make sure.
Jump
Yeah,
right
we're going
in
to jump right
now.
into it because we done zoomed past our break, honestly, with the talk.
Petty right now.
So we're going to just keep right on going and we're going to zoom this baby through 10 o'clock. So y'all going to get all of us without break. Yeah. All right, so
right. You saw it.
Yeah, I was with her. I was a little delayed, but I was like, hey, let her leave her hanging.
please
Hey,
don't.
Nona, you ain't hear none of that. Don't do that, Nona.
Please don't. Did she
Don't
say
do
she
that.
heard it?
Yeah. Can we block Nona right now?
she said
I
I
ain't
heard
gonna
it.
block her, but she was just don't do that. No, she said
That's
she ain't
toxic
doing. Look,
energy,
no, she
Nona.
said she ain't doing your toxic energy today.
That's toxic energy, Nona.
Okay, so any upcoming events? Because I know you didn't have anything.
Oh, I
don't
do.
have anything. So yes,
I forgot it.
It's
Look,
all good,
I've
so
been
you
so
can just
busy.
tell
so
us
we
about
have, Visha is actually doing a Halloween party this year on October 29th. Location will be released once you get a ticket. It's exclusive, dope. You know, anytime we do anything, it's going to be, you know, an experience. So for Visha, we're doing, it's called the Hooptacular.
Invite.
Don't do this because I do this every
but she
single
didn't
time.
really invite us. She
I
said
know,
everybody.
I
I'm just
Anyway, but we are having our Halloween party, and it's going to be dope. It's an open bar. Throw that out there.
Oh,
and
shit.
it's not going to be open bar where they give you a little cranberry and vodka. It's specialty cocktails.
we already know what y'all specialty
Yes,
cocktails
we give you
are.
specialty
Goddamn, yo.
high-end cocktails is included with your admission. And then we're going to have a dope DJ costume contest. And, of course, the Avisha girls are going to be decked out in our costumes.
I'm excited.
And it's going to be a dope situation.
I'm gonna be there.
Right.
I like
Avisha.
that.
Oh, you also get hors d'oeuvres with your ticket in addition to your open bar. So it's
And
a
this
win-win.
is October 29th.
Yes, October 29th.
October
And
29th, ladies.
The
Everybody, guys.
The actual address will be dropped when you get the ticket, but to give you, it's in District Heights, just to give you over there. So it's not even far.
I will ride around all District Heights. I know the area. I will, as soon as I hear the music and see the lights, I'm pulling up.
I gotta find my costume. I gotta be something different than a kitty cat.
I'm gonna be a female. I'm gonna be a sexy version of Candyman. I'm about to scare all the black folks.
I'm always
Listen.
a cat.
Listen, every time I go to a Halloween party, I go as a 90s rapper. That's the only costume.
Are you going
I
as
wear.
Run DMC with your Adidas outfit?
Boom. I had that shit on today. I was about to wear that joint here today.
That's like the
I was like,
easiest-
I went
that's
to
the
work
easiest
in that
costume.
joint.
He probably still in his drawer. I'm gonna be a
Yeah,
female Candyman. I'm excited.
Oh.
Put bees on my face.
I'm excited
I'm
because
scared
I
of all
want
the
to
Let's,
be
Negroes.
let's stay away from mirrors.
I'm staying away from her.
It's gonna be a vibe
ass.
because you know how Avisha
'Cause
do.
I be
It's a party
scared.
party.
Yes,
Because our
indeed.
customer
Yes, indeed.
appreciation party was stupid lit.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm
Oh,
so
the
mad
one
I
that
didn't
we-
go. The only reason why
Don't
I
do
did
that.
not go
It
is
was
because
open
my
invite.
ass was in Delaware visiting my parents.
Yeah,
'Cause
don't
I
do
would
that.
have been
But it was
there.
good.
Don't even do that because admission. I put it on my page. Admission was free. We purchased the bottles for
did.
everybody, so you have free liquor,
And
and
I
on top of
saw
that, we
it.
have
I
hookah.
saw it.
All of our
only
customers
reason why I
didn't
didn't
buy
go.
anything outside of what they wanted to
See?
buy. So don't do that.
You should have. That was like,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
I've been to one of your joints.
You did, but I don't sit up there saying you didn't get an invite because I put it out there.
So going
Shout
along
out.
with that, because so that, you don't have anything else, right? You don't have anything.
Well,
You done?
I don't necessarily have anything,
But something
but
that you want to spot out.
I think it's like I don't even have the dates of the flyers or anything because I ain't send it to you because I think I told you I was off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's something this Wednesday at Clout. in Fort Washington.
Okay.
Cigar Lounge. Well, it might be next week.
We're going to need better information.
I know, right?
First of all,
we don't know where we going. We don't know where we going.
If y'all want to know,
we talked about times. I don't know.
If y'all want to know,
somebody come out there.
If y'all want to know, check out my page, Mark Swangin on Facebook, or
God, Jesus.
The events out there. Check it out this week.
He don't know what day.
No, I don't.
He don't know where the hell it's at.
Listen, I literally told y'all I wasn't subscribing.
Then why you saying?
I wasn't subscribing.
You could be like, nah, I ain't got nothing.
You know what?
Well, Mark, like check out Swangin's page.
Check it out.
He'll have your
Check it
ass.
out.
You will be
I've
somewhere.
been tagged in it. I'm about to repost it.
You won't know where the hell your ass is at. Okay,
Listen.
so listen. So that was the events. That's the events that we got coming up. We also want to talk about the host businesses that we have. So this is another part of the events because I thought this was dope. So we'll start off with. Well, I'll do mine real quick and then you can do Evisha. So if you have not done so already, make sure that you buy my book. How I Found Me. Make sure that you buy my book. It is on Amazon. You can just actually, there you go. How I Found Me, Facing My Darkness in Order to Experience My Light. It is on Amazon, and you can go to Amazon and Google you won't Google on Amazon, but I guess you could search on there. How I Found Me on Amazon, and you will be able to you'd be able to you'll be able to purchase it on Amazon. You can get hard copy, you can get a digital. If you want a signed copy, you can let me know. I'll link up with you, send you a signed copy as well. But make sure you go and support that. That is my first book, and make sure you show some support for that. I've got some great reviews on it, and I really appreciate you guys for that. And also, tell us about Evisha and how they can get that hookah and all that good stuff.
Evisha is making some strides. I'm so proud of us. We are, obviously, like I said, we had our first out-of-state booking. So if you know anybody out of state who wants to have that Evisha experience, go ahead and give us a ring at EvishaLuxuryHookah.com. Also, we said, we do private parties. We also have an online hookah store. We have a shipment coming in very, very soon, and our glass hookahs sell out very quick. So please go to our site and check us out. Get some nice hookah, and we also have our blends, our custom signature blends are about to be on sale.
Oh,
that you can actually get them for your home, which is going to be so dope, huh?
What's the blends?
The blends. So for the blends, we have Afrocentric themed blends. So we have blends such as Black of the Berry, Nubian, Aphrodisiac with AFRO, and then we also have just up to 10 blends that we have. I actually created a new one recently. It's a papaya and guarana blend. It's amazing.
Damn, that sounds great.
It's amazing. So yeah, you can come and you can book us for your private events or public events. We also do vending. We're going to start working in clubs and your VIP lounges. We're about to be everywhere. So go ahead and get used to Evisha because you're going to see us everywhere.
And let me tell you something. I've had a lot of hookah, but I have till this day. I still have not had that. I still never had hookah like that. I promise you, I've never had hookah like Evisha.
That case, rather. Let me not call it a box. That case,
they keep playing with the kids, so I let them play. Like when we were at the club the last week, and the promoter was like, "Oh, I heard it's the best hookah in town." I said, "Go ahead."
shit down. Why you did
Look
that?
at God.
That's so horrible. And we still got 4 people listening, and they don't hear shit.
It was about to go out, bro. It was about to go out.
Oh, that's so jacked up. Thank you.
I'm telling you, it was about to.
We back on? Can y'all hear us now? Can you hear us? Mayday, mayday. Oh, Lord. Listen. Okay, you're back. Okay, well, listen. Hey. This is the Miss O Show. Shit happens. You know, it is what it is. I mean... Listen, this is what happens. This is called radio. This is called entertainment. We don't know what happened.
Exactly.
But we are back. Thank God. Thank you, Noni. Thank you, Samantha, because they was letting us know if they could hear us. So we thank y'all. It's not okay. So let me ask you this: since we went off air for a minute there, do we get some extra time? Thank you. Yes. Okay, guys. So they're going to give us a little extra time.
I thought you was my folks, man. You just set me all the way up with that shit.
Let's hear your story.
The listeners was like, hold up, we need our time because they couldn't hear us.
You need to lead them and don't do the little Titanic-sized holes in the story either.
We're going to go back to the Swangin Shenanigans, and then we're going to give our show shout-outs and all that, and then we're going to wrap this up, all right? So, y'all got a little extra time tonight. So go ahead, Swangin Shenanigans.
Right,
and don't be going around the goddamn Mary Bush.
No, I ain't going around nobody bush.
Because we're sitting here trying to figure out what the hell you trying to say.
I promise you, I'm not going around nobody bush.
Thank you. Damn it, because we can't figure that shit out.
We Leos in the story.
I ain't putting no holes in the stories or nothing.
Tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Exactly. That's exactly. Say that shit one more time, y'all.
No, because
say the whole truth.
I can't remember
Did
now.
you?
Tell the whole truth. Say the whole
help you God.
So y'all do understand who is encouraging this story right now?
Yes.
Me.
So at the end of the day, listen.
We're listening.
So Swangin Shenanigans is going like this.
Oh, Lord.
I went to an event. I won't diminish the event, but I went to an event this past weekend. I just so happened to see someone I ain't seen in a long time. I think she was an ex. And this ex.
Did we give them strict instructions?
He said think. Oh,
first of all, wait
how do you think
somebody's
somebody's an ex? Okay, but that damn.
We're gonna let you go. We're gonna
let
you go.
Okay. But how do you think somebody's an ex?
Oh, I said it. Well, she's an ex. So that's not hypothetical at all.
Because you said you think she was.
Right.
You weren't even supposed to put your name in.
She's a whole. Listen, y'all asked me to be transparent.
Okay, we're gonna shut up. Do you? We're gonna shut up now. Go ahead.
So I had an ex at this event this past weekend.
Okay.
And then I was with another ex at the same time. This past weekend, same event, same situation, everything.
Okay.
But that's an ex.
He bullshits so hard.
No, this is trust me. It's not bullshit.
Tell the story. Go ahead.
But there's two exes.
Okay, 2 exes.
One ex is because when the event started, it was 2 tickets bought.
Okay.
So the person kind of got to go. Not necessarily. I guess this is boundaries that y'all talking about. Maybe I should have said, no, you can't come. But unfortunately, we all friends.
Okay.
My thing was, I didn't even know the ex, the long-term ex was going to
be there. Okay.
Right. Which it didn't make no difference to me, nonetheless. But I just didn't know. So I get there. I don't see her. Me and my man walking back up from a pathway, I'll say.
Girl, he threw a lot of hypotheticals and shit.
And no, this is not hypothetical. I'm just not trying to give up the event.
Oh, we got
I'm just not trying to give up the event.
We got you. A pathway.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Okay.
So we walking up a pathway. This first ex.
Okay.
I'm talking to a buddy of mine. Oh, she walked between me and him. She speaks to him. I was like, hey, such and such. Her ass was like the Heisman Trophy right here. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't do nothing to you but be truthful. Like, I left because, we ended Because the choice had to be made.
Okay.
The whole time after that, people left the event because she couldn't leave her past behind her. How does that happen? Why do women hold on?
No. You were doing good into that part.
My attention span ain't built for
than necessary. Because y'all need closure. Even if closure is given.
You were doing so good into that point.
Was he?
I mean, as much as we could figure the hell out, because the whole time we were figuring out what the hell he was talking about.
About 2 minutes into the story, I was like, I kind of want a double cheeseburger.
Wait a
That's
minute.
going through my head. My attention span ain't built for this type of shenanigans.
Look, we had a
Look, Samantha said side. I'm with Samantha.
Okay. So you're.
I didn't want to give up the.
Okay, but because this is the problem. This is the problem that I have with that, and the reason why I will not answer what you just said. We don't know.
What do you mean you won't answer?
Because
this
of
is
the
why
simple,
women don't listen. Sometimes just answer the question.
Because of the simple fact that you're not saying. You said, "Oh, this was an ex a long time ago," and y'all broke up because y'all just should have. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of in between with that shit. There's a lot of stuff
that should tell you right there. That should tell you right
you
there.
Bullshit.
Right. There's some shit that she ain't got over. So you did some really bad shit.
Wait a minute.
And she still ain't got over that shit.
Whoa, no, that's what I'm not gonna let you do. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything when we broke up. I was doing everything that a guy's supposed to do. I wasn't fucking around.
He's from Baltimore, supposed to
I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't fucking around. I wasn't chatting on the side. I wasn't doing nothing.
Nobody said cheating. You just did something you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Look,
Well,
Samantha
how about
said a
this?
choice
How about
was
this?
made.
How about this? I'll say this part. I was not the one that asked the question, how are you leaving me? How selfish is that question for someone to say to you, why are you leaving me?
So she asked you, why are you leaving me?
Right.
So you left her.
So you left her, and it's a selfish question for her to ask why?
Because, no. Giggle.
Are you regret it yourself?
But understand this though. Like, women talk, right?
Okay, yes.
People think men don't talk.
Okay.
But men communicate too.
Okay.
So if I done sat up there and told you everything this way, and you done sat up there and told me everything this way, guess what? If you got to ask that question at the very end.
So the basis of everything, right, is that you literally saw her. You had moved on. You wasn't tripping about it. And when you saw her, you was like, hey. And she still was holding on to it.
The decision that I made was the decision that I made.
Right.
I could live with my decision.
Because you made the decision.
Huh?
Maybe she felt like she didn't have closure.
Who left?
I said that you left. Relax. Sit back. Right. It's cool.
Maybe she didn't feel like she had closure. Maybe she felt like she never had closure.
So what is closure then?
Closure is
a satisfactory. Closure is time. That's what closure is.
Oh shit!
Don't ask me because I think closure is bullshit.
Closure is time.
In my humble opinion, closure is bullshit. However, the majority of society request men too. Y'all act like men don't be calling. I have had men hosts singing on my voicemail and other shit. Men do the same shit women do.
Facts.
Don't do that.
Facts.
Okay, so let's keep the gender neutral then.
So
my thing is this: it's been 2 years. It doesn't matter whose reason is whose reason.
You don't get to dictate how long somebody needs to get over something
or whatever. You're right.
Right, because I mean the thing is, she might, for whatever reason, she still may be feeling a certain. Maybe she tried to move on.
Well, be an adult and sit your ass down instead of coming somewhere. If you gonna act like a child and
but
stay
she didn't even know you were gonna be there, right?
You triggered her.
Well, first of all, it wasn't my event. I don't know who's on the invite.
So she didn't know you were going to be there.
I didn't know either.
Right.
But I was still adulting to be an adult, though.
So how did the latest ex act? Fine. She was fine.
Yeah, she was cool. Because she had to like help me because I was tired from the night
But
before.
this is isn't this?
It was a whole
I think
exhaustion
but isn't the situations different for the exes though? Like, cause I don't want to tell.
Come on.
You had a lot of stuff going on.
You did.
It was 2 exes in the same
and
spot.
the other chill ex when she was chill because she was the
She
person
might have picked
chose
up off
over.
your energy though.
But here's the thing: there was no choosing. Like my
Why are
most,
you feeling some kind of way about her
most
feeling
recent
some kind of
ex? My most recent ex.
That sounds like a lot,
is-
right, Sedan?
Oh, I got you real quick. I got her question real quick.
Do you though?
My most
With the
recent
quick-
ex. My most recent ex. I didn't choose her over my last ex. We didn't get together for a year later.
But you still, it doesn't matter. In her
Oh,
mind,
now
you
it
did.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so listen, because we got to wrap this up because even though they allowed us to go over, we're still at 10 o'clock.
Samantha, I'm here for it.
If you had your so you would just like for her to be
You don't know what
like
you
being
want.
an adult. You know what I'm saying? Just being an adult.
So
Like,
you
I don't-
basically
I don't
didn't want her to show how she
I
felt.
don't need no like hugs and shit. But like people left because of her actions at someone's whole event.
Samantha said, "Why are you feeling some kind of way about her feeling some kind of way?
You wanna know
It's
why?
no longer your business how she feels."
Ooh.
And she put an emoji like this, winky
Samantha,
eye.
you're exactly right.
A
Samantha,
winky
you're
eye
exactly
emoji.
right. But here's why. Because just saying what I was about to say, people left the event.
Was she tearing up shit,
Because-
flipping out?
That's
shit,
why I'm like, why they leave?
What's she
You know what I'm
doing? Oh, well, she just had stinky energy.
Right. So people left
I wish I would.
off of that
For
energy.
real, because I'd be looking at her like, bitch, you need to drink.
Like,
I ain't
people
going no
free
damn
food.
where.
People
I ain't
weren't
leaving the
there for
food,
me. They weren't there for me. They
Apparently
was
they
there
weren't.
for
They
the
left
event.
if it.
Event.
They was there for the event. But if you go somewhere and you take on negative energy, you're not gonna say you're not gonna be out.
Shit,
You're
I
gonna be
ain't
like, yeah, I'm gonna deal with it for as long as I can deal with it, and then I'm out.
I can't give you an answer to this scenario because I feel like it's 3,041 hoes that you are leaving out of this story. So
That's
I
a
can't.
lot of hoes.
And on that
That's a
note,
lot
and
of
on
hoes.
that note, what we're gonna do?
You know what?
And on that
You know what? No, wait a minute. Wait the hell a minute. We're not ending this show like this. Wait a minute.
Here we are. And good night.
First of all, if I got
It's
that
the
many
Miss
goddamn
O.
hoes, if I got that many hoes, can y'all come the fuck out real quick?
No,
Because
she didn't say
it's
hoes.
still
Look at that
September.
guilty conscience coming out.
It's still
She
September.
didn't say hoes. She said there is a
Guilty
million
conscience.
hoes in your
Hoes.
story.
Oh.
I bet it's 3,041 hoes.
Listen,
Then,
man,
I gotta
fucking
leave out
show's
some
over. You
shit.
can't do nothing.
'Cause I don't
Man,
wanna-
so Miss show.
I don't want to be charged with
swear I'm
bringing
lying.
up nobody's shit.
Listen, on that note, we got to go because we're getting the wrap down from our engineer. So listen,
Lord,
we want to
Jesus.
thank everybody for tuning in, all of our new listeners, all of our original listeners. We love you guys so much for the support, everybody that chimed in on Facebook. Make sure that you follow us. We are live again next Monday, the 27th. Like I said, it's going to be our mental health show. We're going to be talking about mental health. We also have Joy Cook coming in live in studio. She is a life strategist. She's going to be coming in the studio, but make sure that you follow us. I want to give a shout out to our show team, DJ E Boogie. Make sure you follow him at DJ E Boogie. Our show, which is our show DJ. Also, shout out to our photographer, which is Sudan. Make sure you follow him at _refinery_by_Sudan. Make sure you follow him as well. Shout out to Gary Simpson. He is the one. He is our. He does our intro for us. Make sure you follow him too at Snap That Visual. You can follow your girl Miss O at Paris K Style on Instagram, on Facebook. Omika Polk. And how can they follow you real quick?
They can follow me on Instagram at just.Nne, JUST.NNENNA. On Facebook, I is my government name, Nana.Carr, NNENNACARR. Yes, there are that many N's, and no, you cannot buy a vowel.
And how can they follow you? How can they swing? How can they swing your way?
40. No, I'm saying.
Here we go.
What?
Will you go ahead before he cuts you off?
Cool.
God damn.
Mark Swangin on Facebook. Marco the Great 01 on Instagram, and anywhere you see me in the streets, man, holla at your boy Swangin here.
Yes, and also make sure, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download that RIP Radio app. It is going to make your life so much easier. You'll be able to watch us, you'll be able to chime in, all that good stuff. Make sure you download the RIP Radio app. It's on your iPhones, your Android, all that. Shout out to the RIP Radio Network. We love y'all so much. And again, we will see you guys next Monday, the 27th, for our mental health show. And we truly appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we will see you next Monday.
Because they need mental health.
Miss O Show.
You're now rocking with the infamous DJ E Boogie.
Spawn Tickle. And my man Swift. Diesel. Yes.
We are RIP Radio Network.